What's up, good people? I'm your host, Barry Bondz. I got my co-host with me, Pappy Black, Game Beats, and outside with Goldie. What's going on, fellas? This is the Smoke Talk Podcast.
Hey. When you get your weekly smoke, let's go.
Oh, man, what's going on, man?
What's good?
Good. What's goody?
All is well, man. All is well.
All for that shit. Fire, boy. Fire.
Third. Since we're on the
What's going on, fellas?
Smoke Talk Podcast.
Okay. You blazing.
It's only right.
Yeah.
I like that. So what's going on, huh?
Everything going on, man. Let's talk about it, man. What they trying to do, what they trying to do to us.
What y'all think about the turnout this weekend with the games?
Kansas City got cocky, man. Exactly what they got cute.
Shit.
Yeah,
Cute.
they got cute.
They got too cute, man. Yeah.
Hit the three. Know the score. Fuck out of here.
Take the three.
Take the three.
Game, as we already talked about, I can't even put it on that three, man, because you had a whole second half as Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs for you to have that high-powered offense, and you only give me 3 points out of that second half.
Yeah, but if you took the three, you wouldn't have had to worry about it.
It would have been
You wouldn't even have to worry about it. We wouldn't even been a discussion. They would have won by 3. Game would have been over.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree, but I'm just a big believer in put the points on the board, man.
Yeah,
Get something.
You want to score. You don't go out there if you ain't gonna score, man. You don't
be on the 3-yard line, the 4-yard line, and don't get no points.
The thing about it is, allegedly from the rumors, Andy Reid wanted to go for 3, and Pat Mahomes talked them into letting them get one more chance.
Yeah,
they got cocky.
They got damn heart with the curls on it.
He got cocky. It cost him a Super Bowl trip.
But you know what they tried to do though? They tried to put them out their misery early, because if they would have scored that touchdown and got the ball back at the second half,
that's what I thought they was going to do.
But they got the ball back at the second half and didn't do shit with it.
Exactly.
Nah, he was making foolish decisions, man.
Yeah, running around in circles, not throwing the ball away.
Being cocky, man.
Exactly.
Being cocky.
But you know what, though? I'm going to tell you what it was, bro. It was a microcosm of what happened at the beginning of the year.
That nigga said microcosm. I'm listening.
Yeah. I threw my analyst hat on real quick.
Okay.
That's real nigga activity. Let's go.
Yeah, real nigga activity.
He tried to slide that shit in there.
I sure did. Yeah. You ain't gonna call it out. Gang ain't gonna let nothing slide. Shit.
I wrote down a couple new words today too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, they got cocky, man. You put the points on the board. You don't come up empty-handed from the 3-yard line, man. Because they wasn't expecting to have a second half like that. They thought they was going to put points up. And they didn't until they needed a 3 to tie. Yeah. And you put up 3 points in the second half. I mean, this is the AFC Championship game. I mean, you playing the best of the best. This ain't Jacksonville on a random Sunday.
I feel.
Well, let me just share something with y'all, man. I spoke to a couple of our faithfuls that watch the podcast, that listen and do the viewing, and they said, 99% of our fans wear high heels, as Game said, but they was mad as hell. We did a whole sports segment. I ain't never seen tight. You know what I mean? They was like, yo, just went in the whole sport. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm like, listen, it's football about to end, and that's type of God stuff. You're gonna have to be able to deal with it.
Hey, listen, man. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
What you want?
The last couple of times before we got a legitimate reason to stay out of the goddamn house. Give us that little bit of let us get on our ding. Like the bills ain't paid.
Yeah.
Shit, we on our day. That's what
I
we
thought
doing.
it was decent of them though to at least admit that, because all that mean was we weren't talking about
They want to hear us. They want to hear us talk about. They want us to come on and say, well, ASAP Rocky and Rihanna having a baby.
That's what they want.
Yeah,
That's what they want.
I just gave it to them right there.
As if I give a fuck, but
I kind of give a fuck because I'm like, yo, Riri been on the quiet tip. Like, even though everybody knew they was fucking with each other, like the last thing you expected to hear was her getting knocked it up. You thought they was
why not? They fucking raw.
Be cocaine forever.
Like, bro, when you're fucking raw, that's what happens.
Hey,
any nigga tell you he wasn't planning to have a baby, but he was going raw.
Oh, you know what?
Took a while.
On a serious note, my man from The Wire that died, they killed him, man.
Yeah. They
four
people, was it?
Yeah.
Talking about Michael K?
Yeah, he somebody killed him. That's a homicide.
Word?
Yeah,
it's a homicide. They got the dudes that served them the shit.
It's four. They said it's 4 people.
They old too. The youngest nigga is 40 something. It's a 70-something year old man in that shit.
Yeah, it was helpful. Bullshit.
They was selling fentanyl and dope laced with fentanyl. That's what they gave him the heroin laced with fentanyl. That's what killed him.
God damn.
They locked 4 people up for that shit.
He was in New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they got
up north. That shit got out of hand, bro. That shit got out of hand up there with that fentanyl shit, didn't it?
I thought it was everywhere.
Yeah, shit. It wasn't that bad.
But they got surveillance of the actual transaction.
Damn.
Heavy.
Yeah. They got the dude serving them.
Heavy.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Michael K. though.
Yeah.
But
go ahead. I'm gonna keep giving the women stuff. So
Yeah. They've been asking for it. We're gonna get to them.
Go ahead.
We're gonna share something with their.
I might keep giving it. Y'all might hang up on me in this motherfucker, man. Y'all might say, you know what, I'm out, man.
Hey love. Sometimes you gotta make an episode for the days, man.
Game, why ABC suspend Whoopi Goldberg?
Because she said the truth. Because she said the truth. She said that the Holocaust wasn't about race because it was white on white shit. It was about how people treat other people, how humans treat other humans. And of course the Jews thought it was insensitive.
Bro, they was waiting for some shit like that to come out of somebody's mouth so they could do something to them.
No, they do it every time, bro. Anything
they don't
you
want
say,
nobody to talk about none of the shit that got to do with them.
Anything you say about the Holocaust is offensive to them.
Of course. Even the fact they don't even want you to mention the fact that there's an isolated group of individuals that don't fuck with nobody, but take from everybody and deal with everybody. You can't say nothing about it. Put the J word out there, and you're gonna lose your JOB.
Hey, yo, and Jewish is not a race.
This is what I'm talking about.
So it wasn't about racism. All she said was the Holocaust wasn't about racism. It wasn't about race, rather. It was about how people treat people.
There was the first group of individuals or group of people that ended up with civil rights. And every time somebody gets their civil rights, you can't say nothing about them. It's always a negative.
So that's all she said, because I didn't hear what she said. I just seen all the backlash from it.
She said they was talking about the Holocaust on the show. Yeah. She said, stop saying it was about race. It wasn't about race. That was white on white.
Well, she got suspended because she said that.
For 2 weeks.
Because she said white on white?
No, because she said the Holocaust wasn't about race. Holocaust is the Holocaust, bro. What I'm telling you is anything you say about the Holocaust other than Hitler exterminated millions of Jews is offensive to Jews.
Well,
and who run
the world?
Who run broadcasting? Who runs? You know what I'm saying? Her boss probably got one of them last names with a berg at the end of it,
or Skowitz.
Oh yeah. So and no disrespect to anybody that was affected by what happened with the Holocaust, but shit, we know a little something about being exterminated.
You know what?
She wouldn't have said nothing. She said what she said because it tapped in close to something that she was had a background. We all have a background of you got a better word for it?
If anybody could speak about
oppression, we can.
Oppression is a black woman.
Right.
Who is the most oppressed people on the planet.
The planet, right.
A black woman, bro. So, that's just, I believe it's just, people, I think it's people went into CYA, cover your ass mode.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me about all the controversy going on with Brian Flores.
Brian Flores said that
coach of Miami Dolphins,
the ex-coach of the Miami Dolphins,
he said
that the Miami Dolphins owner offered him $100,000 per loss to tank. And he also got sued against. He got a class action suit against the NFL, the New York Giants, and the Denver Broncos because he went in to be interviewed, and he's saying that they knew he wasn't getting the job. They just interviewed him so they could be in line with the Rooney Rule to interview at least one black or minority candidate. So I think they about to Kaepernick him, right?
He already know it.
Yeah, he's never going to coach again. But
damn,
not in the NFL.
Not the NFL. He's not.
Not in the NFL. They're gonna Kaepernick him. But if this thing go all the way through, you know what I'm saying? Future coaches will benefit from what Flores is going through now. And Hugh Jackson jumped in it, right?
I seen that.
Hugh said Hugh got paid. He got paid the tank in Cleveland.
That's fucked up.
And they saying they got receipts.
Ain't that like snitching?
It's not the streets, Barry.
I'm talking about Hugh because he took the money.
It's not the streets, Barry.
No, yeah, he took the money.
That's at work.
But after a certain amount of time, he could talk.
That ain't the street. That shit don't apply. Snitching don't apply at work.
No. I don't mean like that. I mean, you was with this shit, and then you're telling about it.
Well, he probably
competent for until a certain amount of time.
He probably felt like he didn't have a choice. I mean, what you gonna do? You gonna go against the billionaire owner, or you gonna fall in line? There's a lot of people
that won't come out and say nothing until somebody else do.
I mean, if you want to continue to have a career in the NFL, you're not going to do what Brian Flores did. You're gonna do what Brian Flores did when you stand for something, when your integrity is not for sale,
or when you got as much evidence as he do. He got,
but Hugh said he got super evidence, but he took the money.
Took the deal. Yeah, he took the deal. So he would be quiet so that nothing detrimental would happen to him because he accepted it and he knew that they wasn't going to say nothing. But when somebody else came out,
he know if he shake up the shit, he won't coach he wouldn't have coached in the NFL no more. he still wanted to have his job.
Money, they was buying him out.
That's what they call racism, bro. When somebody with power uses their power, money, and influence to keep you down.
You gotta be careful because there's a lot of people that ain't racist that do that. So a lot of people. That's a part of that's taught behavior. That's business antics. When people do stuff like that, that's having leverage over the little guy. And then you can go ahead and supplement it to make sure that you benefit from it.
That's the definition of racism, bro. So to use your power, money, and influence.
Hugh came out to help Brian.
Yeah, because at the end of that's what's going to have to happen, man. Because like you said, it's going to be a Kaepernick situation if he puts his head on the chopping block by himself. So he has
it's
to.
It's going to be a Kaepernick situation. I don't care who jump in it. He never gonna coach in the NFL again.
No, what I'm saying is the thing with the Kaepernick situation is Colin Kaepernick jumped out there by himself first. You know what I'm saying? So when he jumped out there by himself, he was out there by himself for a while, and then Eric Reed eventually came about and went out there and kneeled with him. But
he jumped. He jumped back over the picket line.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him. I mean, you listen. I'm not mad at him for. I'm not mad at Eric Reed for continuing his career. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at him for not sacrificing his career. But Kaepernick was the only one willing to take it to the extreme.
Right, to the extreme. So that's what I'm saying. So even with Flores, he's going to have that similar situation. But as he said in his interview, he said he knows what, the expectation is of what's going to happen, but he's trying to basically get other people to get behind him and support it. So therefore it grows legs and then it becomes something bigger. Because the reality of it is this: you got a lot of black head coaches, man, that shit. If you the reality of it is, why is a head coach getting fired? 9 times out of 10,
a winning head coach
situation, huh?
He was winning. He had a winning record.
No, not Brian Flores. In most cases, when a black head coach gets fired, is because
he don't get a second chance.
He don't get a second chance, and he went into a situation that was already bad as it was.
Right.
But they don't give him time.
The only one was y'all coach.
Oh, Caldwell.
Jim Caldwell.
Yeah.
He had a second chance, but outside of him, nobody.
And shit, the only reason why he got that second chance.
A man from the Bengals never came back.
No, he ain't been back yet. Marvin Lewis, he's still out.
He had to go down to Arizona State and coach with Herm Edwards.
Right. He ain't get a second chance.
Right. And mind you, this is a coach that went to the playoffs damn near every year in Cincinnati when Cincinnati wasn't going to the playoffs. So it ain't like, what I'm saying, he's not a great coach. And then he was one of the defensive coordinators for arguably one of the greatest defenses ever.
Bro, they sent Hugh Jackson to Cleveland, fired him in the middle of the third year when they was paying him to tank.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They paid him to go. He went 0-16 and 1-15, and then he went, I think
4-12 or something like that.
0 and something else before they fired him. But y'all was paying him to lose. So why you fire him?
And he coach after that?
No, he ain't. Where he been at since Cleveland?
He ain't had a job since Cleveland.
Exactly. He ain't get a second chance.
No.
What's my man that was coaching us before Adam Gase? Tom Brady. Todd Bowles.
Yeah,
he ain't get a second chance.
I find it really, really extraordinary that we just had our last episode about the NFL and its highlights, and then they go to such an egregious outlook on them, what they actually be doing. Somebody had to blow the whistle again to make sure that people see. That's why my homeboy be like, yo, don't watch that shit. And I'll be like, yeah, but bro, I understand where you coming from. But my chill is different from yours and vice versa. But to hear them doing this, well, we've been knowing they've been doing it, but
exactly.
For it to go out like this, it's terrible. At the same time, they need their asses whooped. Somebody got to take them, whoop their ass one good time.
But
Hey,
you know
bro,
what, man?
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna say this game real quick.
Go ahead.
Again, with what Food just said, it actually speaks to our mentality as people, not even just with the NFL, but just in general. It's one of those things where we are so numb and we look over so much shit that it continues to happen because we actually have a responsibility for it, because we're the ones that's actually giving them the looks, giving them the money, giving them all of this, and we still continue to watch it. So it's almost to the fact where we'll say, oh, this is bullshit, they doing us wrong, they doing this, they doing that, but I'm still gonna watch it though.
Yeah.
But that's why you need a motherfucker like Kaepernick. Why you need a motherfucker like Brian Flores. That's why you need those outliers, because football, listen, football is a culture.
Yeah, American culture.
You understand what I'm saying? As much as we African, we American too. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, we born on this soil.
Like it's a part, and not only that, what's going on in football, what we talking about today, is not only a football thing, like you said. That's in every facet of the world, and we are used to that. It's not the NFL doing it is no different than anybody else doing it. So if we don't fuck with nothing that's a part of that establishment, we wouldn't be fucking with nothing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
So the question is,
Gucci did the bullshit. Niggas back buying Gucci.
Right. So the question is, or I'll let to say this. Number one, as being a Brian Flores or being a Colin Kaepernick, you're doing this and putting your neck out on the line for this because you see that it's wrong. But at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, are you really going to have the people backing you and supporting you that needs to support you?
It depends on what you call in support. If listen, the NFL would be absolutely fine without black people watching it. Now, would they be fine without black people playing it? No.
Nah, it's the same.
But they would be absolute. No, that's no.
The same difference.
It's a difference from watching and playing.
You got to look at the analytics. You got 70% of the NFL players that are African American. That means that per player, there's an average of supporters per player.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to go ahead and put that into the category and realize that if we all shut the televisions off, not only are we not supporting that 70% of the players in the league, they won't get those opportunities because ain't nothing spectacular about it, which means that it was shut down to just being them just taking whatever white people, whoever else could come, because we ain't a commodity no more.
I disagree.
They're a commodity because we watch them.
I disagree with that. Simply because the football ratings will be fine if black people don't watch it. If black people don't play it, the NFL will be fucked up.
Can't say fine though, gang. Now
it ain't gonna be fine.
Now the thing about it is, can you say will they be able to survive? Then
I don't think they lose nothing.
Let me explain.
You don't think they lose anything, bro?
Let me explain it, bro. You have a lot of black people, bro, that watch football. A lot of black people that watch football. You have a lot of black people that actually go
every 4 white people.
So
I don't agree with that number.
I didn't hear what he said.
Say it again, fool.
It's 10 black people for every 4 white people that watch football.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. There's more white people in the country than us. There's more white people that watch football than black people. They'll be fine if we don't watch it.
White people, the numbers on white people right now versus anybody that was considered a minority 10 years ago has rapidly decreased.
But that's counting
more white people than black people, because white people they are in
numbers,
jeopardy of being
Look at the word you used. You said minority. Minorities includes everybody. That's black, Latino.
I said who was considered a minority.
That's black, Latino, or anybody from anywhere
Anybody
else.
else that's anywhere else.
That's everybody included.
So
But
they
there
consider
are-
the fact that some of the people that you calling black are not just black; they just are considered black.
But all minorities aren't black.
But that's the reason why now white people aren't the majority. They're
Right,
all,
but it's not
they're
just 'cause
all
of black
white people are still the majority. What it
They
is
are
the
by a
rate
slim margin.
of them is decreasing at a rapid rate, but they're still the majority.
Correct.
But what we're talking about is black versus white. We're only a percentage of the majority.
Correct.
But
But what
as
I'm
far as the
saying-
NFL is concerned, we are a higher percentage.
I don't think so. As far as playing, yes.
You're talking about players.
yes.
So in regards
Players,
to the population, because the population is who's watching. We're not talking about the players.
Right.
So
the players are 70%
if all
black.
black people stop watching or stop going or stop actually providing their money or their actual viewers,
Any input.
it's going to impact the NFL. It's going to. Now, will they
I
be
don't think
now,
that much.
bro? I'll give you an example. Perfect example, right? You got, let's say, 2 million black people. Now, I'm just throwing a number out here. You got 2 million black people that are taking away their contributions. Let's just say $1. You know what I'm saying? Their dollar contributions to something. That's going to be impactful because that's going to be $2 million. So
your dollar, I agree with your dollar contributions here. I agree with that.
Yeah. Now that's just giving you an example of just $1. Now, in regards to what
I agree with that.
The cost of the money that's going to be affected by that, of course, it's going to be more than $1, and there's more.
Of course, but of course,
black folks. So
I
what
agree
I'm
with
saying
that.
is, it's going to have an impact on it. Now, is it going to crumble or crash? No, because there's more white people. But the thing about it is, bottom line or that dollar amount is what actually makes people move. And we as black folks spend more money, even though we're the minority. We spend more money than
them. Yes.
The reason that I made the statement that I made was because I do realize is that to a millionaire, losing 2 million is worse than losing 10 million. So if you go ahead and if all black people stop riding the bus, the transit economy crashes. If we don't buy gas for one day, if we don't shop for one day,
I agree with all of that.
Dramatically declines. So to have that same effect on the NFL being such of a high commodity with America,
I don't think
any dent in their vehicle is a bad one. They can't even afford to take it to the shop and get it fixed.
I don't think that dent happens from not watching.
It would.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Can I tell you why?
Wow.
Those numbers are projected.
When you don't have your cable to watch football, your cable it's just included with your cable. Whatever channel you watch it on, unless you got the NFL package. And I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about when you watching your local channel where football comes on, you didn't get your cable for that.
But
so
you're looking at it from the surface of it, though, game. I'm gonna break something down.
No, this is what I'm. No, wait.
Coming from working.
Wait, but let me finish my point.
Okay.
So just from not watching it, I don't think it makes an effect on the NFL. Now, not buying jerseys, not going to the games, not doing things of that nature. Yes, that would affect them tremendously. But just simply not watching the NFL, I don't think that puts a dent in them.
When Donald Trump said your ratings was trash,
let me tell you why.
He was fucking business up.
I'm gonna give
that's because white people stopped.
I'm gonna give you the reason.
It's a whole bunch more of them, bro.
I'm gonna give you the reason why that you watching it is more impactful. Because the thing about it is, if you look at any sport, the majority of the money that they make are off TV deals. TV deals are determined based off of ratings.
Yep.
Ratings is what actually gets the money from that particular network to that cable provider.
Correct. So what percentage? What % of black people make up those NFL ratings?
We gotta Google that.
Any percentage don't matter because
What
if
percent
we
of
don't
black
if we don't
people
watch
make
the
up the
football
NFL rate?
games, if we don't watch the football game, we don't get to see the Doritos commercial. We don't get to see the Sprites commercials. We don't get to see the iPhone. We don't get to see none of that stuff if we're not watching the football game.
Well, first of
So
all,
they lose their money off of the sponsorships. They lose their money from the network. They lose their money from the sports activity itself, and all of that stuff be a higher dollar amount than you actually think. So when you close eyes,
I don't think more black people watch. I don't think more black people watch football than white people. I think they'll be fine.
I don't either because there's more white people than black people. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there is enough black people that watch football that if everybody stopped watching it, it would have an impact on the NFL's money because it's going to have an impact on the race.
I think it will have a minimal impact on the NFL.
The basic understanding that I have of it is that I got $80,000 worth of bills and I don't make $80,000. It's going to be a problem. They got projected numbers. They project 30 million a year. I'm just throwing that out there. It's not necessarily true, but if they're expecting to make $120 million that year and they only make 75 because people shut their eyes to the game, they got a problem. Because now I don't think if their goal was 120 million, right? We just throwing that number out. If their goal was 120 million, right? If that's
I don't think if black people stopped watching it, it'll go down to 70.
I'm not just saying black people on this subject that we're talking about. I'm saying that if anybody close their eyes, it will put a dent in it. 20 million missing out of 120 million is a problem because you got to account for 20 million out of your own 100.
Yeah, like I said, we would have to look up what percentage the black population make up of NFL viewership.
Don't even look at it like that. Look at it like a motherfucker running a business. You got a business. You got maybe say you just started and you got $8,000 worth of bills to make your business run, and you don't make that money.
That's agreed. I'm agreeing with that. Agreeing with that.
So utilize that to what I'm saying with the NFL. Any loss for the NFL is a detrimental one. They'll try to bring that back up so they can make that projected number so that they can go ahead and perform whatever it is that they're trying to give a service to. If black people, which is a high number, a percentage of people watching, because
that's where we disagree. That's where we disagree. That's where we disagree.
Yeah, because you're really not looking at it like this. Every black player on that team, on every team, every black player got a larger family than the white players' families, or more. You see, you got half the entire offensive line and defensive line is majority black. You might got a white linebacker, you might got a white running back, you might got a white power forward. Fullback or something like that. His family, especially coming from the South, 25 to 30 members before you even get to his next generation. White people might be smaller than that. So for every player, you got a bunch of people watching to support that one player. So that one player got all these people watching, right? Plus his fans, plus the kids that look up to him, plus the girls, right? That favor him the most. Now, I'm not saying it is too much different from white people because white people love the sport. It's an American sport. And if you say that there's a lot more white people, yeah, they're watching the sport, even if they don't got nobody on the field. But I'm saying that you might not be looking at the numbers in a specific way because of how many people are supporting the players. The black players are higher.
Hold on. They said 44% black people.
That's too much.
44% of their viewership or 44% of black people?
Black people viewership, 44%.
That's black people with
viewership. All right, so 44%.
That's impactful.
2021.
So
that'll destroy the whole thing, bro.
It won't destroy it.
It'll go down, bro.
It won't destroy it.
That
won't
shit will be
destroy
the NF. It won't
Bro,
be no
if
L.
you lose 44% of anything,
It's a
That's a big loss.
You
That's a
ruined.
big loss.
impactful.
That's a
almost
big
half.
loss. That's a big
You
loss.
ruined. Yeah.
That's a big loss. But it won't finish the NFL, bro. It won't finish
You
it.
never said
If black people stop playing it, that will have more of an impact than
Bro,
black
if
people
nobody
watching
the game, they gonna move something else, bro. They're not gonna play the game because
it.
they don't got the money to
why?
pay them.
They just not.
No,
They
because
just
the
not
thing
gonna play
about it
no
is when you sign a TV deal, you're basically telling that network that you are basically guaranteeing X amount of viewers or X amount of ratings.
That's understood.
So that's
how their contracts get
That's
projected.
understood.
How much
So
money
if
they
you
need to
don't
make.
have those people watching that, then that deal that you made, it's just like a record deal. Hell, if you don't sell X amount of records on this end of it, what basically I fronted you, or basically your signing bonus, you got to cough that shit back up. We need that back. That's why when they was going through the COVID shit and all of that, when it came to the leagues, that's why they was trying to figure out ways to continue to keep playing, because one or two things was going to happen. Either one, they was going to end up having to pay back on that deal that they had, or B, the NFL or NBA players is going to have to, when it came to the collective bargaining, they was going to have to lower the salary cap, because they weren't going to be able to afford to pay everybody, because they're paying based off of a projection, not based off what it is at that time frame.
Yeah, them numbers on quarantine days didn't decrease because people was getting better. It decreased because it was affecting businesses.
It says that we are the bigger fans in the NFL than Hispanic, white, or other. We hold.
Listen, it's
we're the most avid fans.
How are we only 44%?
No, it says we're the most avid fans. It's because they broke it down, the whole percentage. Casual avid fans, 30% white, 32% Hispanic, 36% black, 23% other. Casual fans, 36% white, 37% Hispanic, 44% black, 42% other.
Here's another solid piece.
We dominate the viewership.
When it comes to black people or African American people, what we do? We're consumers. The world is really run off of us spending our money.
The consumer shit is agreed. I agree with that.
Right, but check this out. Check this out. The majority of the white people that you say that are more when it comes to like the NFL, majority of them have stake in it. So they're watching to look at their investment.
I'm gonna break something else down to you too. And then, like I said, I don't know if we're gonna stay on this or move to the next topic, but you also have to look at it like this. When you go to them stadiums, I don't know how many sporting events that y'all went to. It's a whole lot more white people in them stadiums than it is black folks.
Yeah, because we watching that shit on TV.
We're watching the shit at home because that's
and how much does it cost you to watch the game at home?
How much does it cost us?
Depends on whatever.
How much does it cost you to watch the game at home?
It costs you whatever your package is.
Less than it costs
for everything you watch, not just football.
Hold on, game. But you're looking
talking about football
again.
right
You're
now.
looking at it from what we actually pay out of our pockets. The NFL don't get the money based off of us putting on a TV, putting $1 into the damn television. It's based off of what the actual ratings are through the provider that we're watching it through.
They pay millions. We pay pennies.
No, they pay billions. They pay billions.
That's just like when you go on Spotify or when you go on Apple Music, you're not putting $1 into your phone and listening to the music. So they're not they're not getting paid directly off of you.
Yeah, but
they're getting paid off of the actual provider. It's the same situation.
No, that part is understood.
Yeah,
but football ain't the only thing that come on that channel.
Exactly.
You're not
We're just talking about the NFL though, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm finna break something down to you, Gabe. This is coming from. Listen, check this out. This is coming from working for DirecTV. With most of the packages that you get, sports has the highest percentage of what you pay. Most of those other channels that are in those packages are fillers. Because the thing about it is based off of your ratings. You got some TV stations that pay the actual providers to
carry them. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So
right.
the sports is always going to be the highest percentage of what you pay out of your packages.
Understood.
So do you think Kaepernick, what he did is, so when you see the Super Bowl halftime show this year, Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Mary J. Blige,
the whole endoscope,
Snoop Dogg, has what Kaepernick, what he's done, is it taken in vain?
I don't think, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Colin Kaepernick said what his purpose was. His purpose wasn't to have everybody stop watching the NFL or to stop supporting the NFL or to stop getting their money. The purpose for what Colin
before you finish, go. And what Colin Kaepernick was doing had nothing to do with football.
Nothing to do with football.
Continue.
Exactly. The purpose of why Colin Kaepernick did what he did was he wanted to bring attention to police brutality in America.
Absolutely.
That's the only reason why he was doing what he was doing. Everybody else took it and ran with it. Right. But he said in every single interview, this has nothing to do with anything else. This is to bring attention to Black and brown communities being brutally
unarmed Black men getting killed and brutalized by the
police.
Somebody else came up with the narrative of the boycott the NFL. So did Colin get paid for what he's done?
Did he get paid by whom?
The NFL?
No, he got an undisclosed settlement. He got an undisclosed settlement.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't get paid by the NFL.
I'm talking about from the settlement.
Huh?
I'm talking about from the settlement. Like
he got something.
He settled.
Yeah, he got his settlement.
He got a settlement, yeah.
What was it like? Well, it was undisclosed, but
it was undisclosed. They was estimating like 15 million.
15 million. Yeah, I know it was something like that. But
that's an estimate.
Colin got his bag from Nike. Yeah, Colin, that's where Colin got his bag from.
Correct.
He'll never play again.
No,
he's smart enough to invest. He seems like one of those players that invest.
Colin had an opportunity to go back to the NFL if he wanted to.
He did, and he pissed in their face.
That's exactly what he did.
He pissed in their face.
When he did that tryout?
Yeah, he said, "Oh, y'all want to do that? All right, well, I'm gonna go do it over here." Fuck y'all. Yeah, because they tried to make him a media circus. They tried to make it. They tried to make him the look at the ape run, look at the ape jump. They tried to do that shit to him. They wanted all the cameras and shit there. He said, "No, I'm gonna do it over here." Last minute, whoever come. And guess who was there? Hugh Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Hugh Jackson. But so Colin Kaepernick is never gonna play again. And he probably been out the league too long for now to play. You know what I'm saying? So his NFL career is over. But he could have easily folded to have a career. He just stood on his morals. He stood on his beliefs. That's the same thing Brian Flores doing. Brian Flores know he's not going to coach in the NFL no more, bro.
I think with him, I think he got to the point where he's like, I'm sick of going through this shit just to get this damn job for y'all to turn around and fire me. Because I'm not doing what the fuck y'all want to do versus me winning. Because Brian Flores was winning.
Yeah,
he wasn't doing
even while being undermined by the front office.
By the front office, that's what I'm saying.
Even being undermined, he was still winning.
Yeah. So
they started, they started off 0-7 and went 8-1 to finish
the season now.
To finish the season. That's never been done in NFL history.
So you know what that tells you, right?
I understand why now.
You know what you know what that tells you then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he a good coach.
No, I'm talking about just holistically what that says. That says that just winning is not enough anymore.
Yeah.
It never was.
It never was.
Coach. It never was. It's about what Hugh Jackson had to go through in Cleveland. Look, I'm gonna give you this amount of money. Lose these games, man. That's what they want. They want not. They don't only want you to win. Winning ain't got nothing to do with it. People gonna come see the team no matter what.
Right. No matter what.
Right. That's why the Knicks still alive.
If this never would have happened to Flores, would Hugh come out?
No,
No.
not at all. For what?
No.
Nope.
He would be
But if the first woman ain't come out against Bill Cosby, would the other 100 of them came out?
no, yeah.
No. If the first girl about R. Kelly didn't come out, would the rest of them that came out? No.
Nope.
It always takes somebody to go over the hill and take the arrows, man.
Yeah, somebody got to be the martyr.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly.
I got you, man.
That's the shit. That's fucked up. But what else think?
The reality.
Yeah.
And 100% of black people ain't doing nothing together. So if we make up 44% of their shit, or their viewership, you probably could get 10% to stop.
It was just for discussion's sake.
Oh yeah. But you know what? And that's the thing, bro. And it's sad, but I mean, of course, there's a whole lot of systematic shit that's the reasoning behind that. But you know what, man? I was talking to one of my partners about this earlier today, man, and it's funny that we were just speaking to it, and it kind of correlates both things that we were talking about when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, us as black folks in regards to utilizing our power versus the situation with Whoopi Goldberg and basically, you know, our Jewish counterparts or whatever, the reason why they're able to do what they're able to do. The situation is this. The Jewish community got their reparations, right?
Right.
And you see what they did with their reparations, right? They built.
They bought land.
They built an infrastructure. No, they didn't buy land. I'll get to that in a minute because that's a whole different situation. They were given land and it was fucked up the way they did the Palestinians, but that's a whole, we'd be on here a whole nother hour just talking about it.
Yeah, I was talking about it in the US. But go ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought you was going back to the guy.
Yeah, I wasn't going back historically. I was just talking about
that's
the
a
US.
whole nother situation.
Yeah, I was just talking about the US.
Which is very fucked up. But I say that to say this. That kind of makes me think, even though already I didn't think that we would possibly get them, but there's no way that they're going to give us reparations. And the reason why they're not going to give us reparations is because you see what the Jewish community was able to do with their reparations and the infrastructure that they built. They basically are dominating everything.
Yeah.
Dominating off of them actually having the bread to do so.
Can I tell you the biggest reason? What the biggest reason why they got what they got? The Jewish people knew where they came from. You understand what I'm saying?
They knew where
they are of a nationality.
They knew their language. They knew we have no idea where we came from.
We have no nationality. We have no idea.
Africa is a big continent.
You can't hold anybody accountable for when you accept the role of being called a black person. You have no sense of ownership, no nationality. You don't belong to anything. You can say you're American. America is
that's because you was born here,
right? But it's quoted the land of it's a land of freedom.
It's a melting
so
pot.
that they allow a lot of people to be American. That's like me picking the team that I like.
But see, that's the bullshit that you wash with.
I claim the Nets.
That's the bullshit that your mind is washed with, though. Who told you that it was the land of the free?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm saying, I'm just speaking in general, not to you specifically, fool. I'm
right.
It's the land of the free for the people who took it.
No, it's a slogan. It's a slogan. America,
right.
America,
but it only applies to the people that took America.
Exactly. So basically, right. America had, like I said, that was here before that had their own culture. So it's not the land of the free, it's the land of the people that was here. We call it the land of the free because at that point, once it was taken, now it's like, hey, we're gonna have anybody come over here and we're gonna welcome them, quote unquote, but you're gonna go by our rules.
Yeah. So yes, you want to play on this team. This is what's going to take. And then they pledge their loyalty. But the reality of it is
but
that
we the only ones that came here unwillingly.
Who said we?
Everybody.
Who said we came here?
That got here. I used the wrong word. We the only ones that got here
But what I'm
unwillingly.
saying is, the thing about it is, this is going back to what I'm saying. Who said that we came here?
No, I'm sure we were here. What I'm
Right.
saying is, I'm sure we were here. But I'm talking about the ones that came on the ships.
I still don't believe that shit. I don't.
You don't believe?
Hell no, bruh. If you look at the ships, the so-called ships that came over here, that basically brought all of us over here, bro. There's no possible way that you can get that many people in those ships up under those ships in cargo the way that we were quote unquote laid, and all of the people that was on there survive. It's no possible way.
No,
you got so
people
many
died
people
on the boats.
Right, but shit, that's what
a lot of them was shark food.
Listen, the way that they show that we were brought over here, bro, there's no way for the amount of people to even be able to make it over here, bro.
If I stack this boat with 4,000 people and 2,600 make it, it's all profit. It's free,
bro.
It's all profit.
I feel you, but what I'm saying is, in order for you to come somewhere that you have never been before, right? And you're bringing all these people with you, you're going to want to try to bring as many people over here as possible to spot, because you don't know what the fuck you're going to run into over here. You're going to run into a whole nother army. You don't know what the fuck's going on. So by
the time they start bringing us over here, by the time they started bringing us over here, they had already did what they had to do with the Indians.
But that's a completely separate exploration, though. We're talking
about over here already.
Yeah, we was already over here.
I'm sure we were here, but not
in the Spaniards was already here before, Columbus and all them came over.
I'm sure we were here already.
Yeah,
but not in the numbers. I mean, those boats contributed to our population here.
Contributed, yes. That's the word I agree with. Contributed.
Yes, we agree on that.
Yeah, we agree on that.
Like I was saying, we the only ones. Like, all right, I'll put it to you like this: even if your ancestors were here, you don't know, and they came from somewhere.
Yeah,
you don't know where. The Jews knew exactly where they came from. They knew exactly what their language was. They knew exactly what their culture was. We got robbed of our culture. That's why we won't get reparations, because we nobody can stand together, because nobody knows where they actually came from. That's part of the reason why we don't stick together.
Yeah, because we
don't have a single culture.
But this is the thing, though, and this is where I'm gonna challenge you on that. You got white people that stick together, and they are of different cultures, but they still know how to work in unison. You have motherfuckers from Ireland, you have motherfuckers from Iceland, you have motherfuckers from the United Kingdom, you have motherfuckers from the mountains of Caucasus, you have them from all different things. They know all of that shit. But even with them knowing it, they still know how to align themselves together for whatever the greater cause is. With us, we've been systematically trained not to fuck with each other, because that's what I'm saying. But that is different from our culture piece, because like you can go over to Africa right now, you can go to Nigeria, you can go to Ghana,
but you don't know if you from Nigeria.
But what I'm saying is, don't none of that
Nigerian culture might not be your culture.
My point exactly, but that has nothing to do with them actually being able to get along with each other.
Say you're American, watch how they treat you.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree. Bro, I'm not African.
You could look just like them.
My ancestors may be from Africa, but I'm not African. Exactly. So yeah, if I go over there, they not gonna look at me the same. I'm not one of them.
Exactly.
And they mind. The same way when back in the day when the Haitians and everything came over here, we called them African booty scratchers and all that shit. Like it's the same shit in reverse. It's the same shit in reverse.
Hey, fuck all
they
that. Fuck all you the oppression ass motherfuckers. Fuck y'all.
Hey, I just want to say you guys have some great debates going on today.
Yeah, man. That's what we here for, man.
Yeah,
but they're gonna have to go ahead and pay my guy. They're gonna pay him. They're gonna shut him up.
Great debates, man. Great thoughts, man.
They don't want to have any ideas.
They're gonna pay who?
Flores.
Who gonna pay him?
I don't think he in it for the money, fool.
Somebody gonna settle. That money coming from somewhere to keep him quiet or whatever.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
I don't think he in it for the money.
I don't think he in it for it either. But one thing that I did learn today is the whole purpose of creating the Rooney Rule was to prevent the NFL from having to go to court prior when they was attempting to sue him. So now at this point, he done went through and sued him. So basically, that could pull back up a whole nother situation what the NFL was trying to avoid when the Rooney Rule was originally created. So this does have potential to go somewhere else. But the thing about the NFL, man, when you get in this country, bro, it's all about money, bro.
And they got the long pockets. They got the deep pockets.
And their money is long.
Right. So if Brian Flores' case gets to go all the way through, if he can afford to go all the way through with it, then it could create some change in the NFL.
You said it's about money. So
for them, for the NFL.
So the people,
it's about money for everything. Man, if you want to know
what I mean is Flores is not trying to get money. He's trying to change the system.
Yeah, he's trying. Like I said, if he was trying to get money, he wouldn't apply for another job.
Right.
Like I said, yeah, it ain't about that for him. He's like, man, like I said earlier, he's like, man, I'm tired of having to jump through these fucking hoops to get a damn job.
If you realize that you're in a situation where you already understand that the action you're about to take is going to take you away from being able to coach in the NFL, then it got to be about money because you got to. The only other side of the coin is to get something out of what you're doing. Even if
he's trying to get the system to change.
Yeah,
he's trying to change the system. He feels like he went to New York to interview with them. They already had who they was going to get. They just brought him there to they interviewed a black man.
He's suing them, right? He's suing them.
Yes, he's suing them.
So he's going to be
just for notoriety.
So he's going to be compensated for.
He's not.
I'm not saying
when you sue somebody. When you sue somebody, you have to.
Money, but he's being compensated. He's going to be compensated, right?
But compensation could be the system change. It's not necessarily a dollar amount.
What
Barry's saying is when you go to court,
and sue somebody,
you're suing somebody for a certain amount of money.
Not all the time. You can sue somebody. You can sue somebody and not get $1, but win your case.
No, that's what I'm saying. But you may not get $1 out of it. But if you're suing for something.
Right. The purpose could be something, but something else. And the money is just secondary.
When you go to court, it's about money, man.
Do we know what he's suing for?
We don't know for the dollar
amount. A dollar amount?
We don't know the dollar amount.
No.
We just know what the purpose of the suit is for.
Right.
That's all that's been released.
And any lawsuit is a financial.
There's a financial caveat to it.
Yes, but the finances might not be your end goal. Yes, you might
I agree with you.
I see what
but there's always money that's going to be because you can't.
Yes, you can't sue nobody for nothing. You have to sue them for something. There has to be some type of damages. But just because you have to sue for the money, don't mean that's your purpose. For suing.
I didn't say that was his purpose. I said he will be compensated if he's suing them for something.
If he wins.
Right. If he wins, he'll be compensated. I didn't say that was his purpose. That might not be his purpose.
Yeah, something. But it could they might give him fucking $700,000. Like it might not be that's what I'm saying. It might not be an astronomical amount of money.
It'll be when you know somebody is suing for something like that. if you're the person that's being sued, you know that the chances of you being able to settle out of court is non-existent.
Right. They'd rather pay you.
It ain't even about the money, bro.
Right. They would rather pay you.
Right.
They would rather give you a big ass bag so you could go the fuck away.
So you go shut the fuck up and get the
so
hell
just off. Just the fact that he gonna carry this shit on, let you know it ain't about no money.
Yeah, they let you know what time it is.
Because they throwing money at him right now.
Oh, they already have.
Drop this suit. We'll give you this. We'll give you that.
We'll give you this. We'll give you the job back. All that shit.
All that shit.
That's understood. That's understood.
Right.
He like fuck that.
And they offering him a lot more than he could get if he win the fucking suit.
Mm-hmm.
They'd rather throw money at this shit.
Hey, he came in there with his suit on. He said, y'all gonna get this work.
Yeah, they don't want the people in there going through their books and going through their paperwork and all of that shit. The NFL don't want that, bro.
Mm-mm.
They don't want them books opened up.
A win says that they lost, which means their loss means that the allegations were true.
And really, the only thing they're going to lose if the NFL loses this suit, yes, there will be a dollar amount attached to it. But what they really going to lose is the ability to have a rule where you can satisfy us by just interviewing one minority, at least one minority.
Yeah, it's going to damage the quota.
That's going to be gone. The Rooney Rule will be gone, and they'll have to actually come up with a system of hiring coaches instead of who they friends or who they feel like they want.
Like Marcus Spears said, man, the fact that we had to have legislation for you to actually even fairly give us an interview within itself lets you know what time it is. But one thing that you can't put a law on, you can't put a law on how somebody feels about you. You can't put a law on that.
That's a fact. And I heard him say that too. And that's a fact. That's a fact. And that's the reason why Brian Flores got called into the Giants and got called into Denver. They already had their hires.
Yeah, they know what they're going to get.
They said, yo, we gotta interview at least one minority. Brian Flores, come on out. And then he get there. And if he didn't get that text from Bill Belichick, he might not have caught what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But he got that text from Bill Belichick. He like, yo, you sure you text the right person?
Yeah. And then he went in there anyway to do the interview. And they're like, oh, yeah. And he over there like, you motherfucker. Right. Y'all ain't got to do all this shit.
Bill Belichick texted him by mistake. He meant to text the motherfucker that the Giants actually hired. So when Brian Flores went, he already knew that they gave this nigga the job.
Why the hell do Belichick got Brian Flores this fucking number? He's from the Belichick tree.
Coach for 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
He came to Miami from New England. And the dude that the Giants hired came from them too. The white guy. He came from the Patriots too.
That's why he had both the numbers in his phone.
He meant to text the white guy, congratulations. But he texted Brian Flores instead before he did his interview. So Bill Belichick knew that the other guy, the ball, however you say his name, already got the job. So Brian Flores was just being brought in to be interviewed to satisfy the Rooney Rule.
So wait a minute. Let me ask this. Did anything go wrong with the Groundhog Day shit?
I'm lost.
I kind of won that motherfucker around because I do truly miss when things go wrong. When things go wrong don't occur, I get a little irate, man. I know.
I've been looking at it. Everything been going wrong. There's been a lot of dumb shit, man.
Hey, B, did you get my when things go wrong?
Trip one of them motherfuckers. Trip one of them. What was it, Gold? What was it?
Oh shit! I just sent Barry video this morning. Not this morning. Earlier today, it said this is when things go wrong. It was a new gender reveal.
Let me see.
Look, check your Instagram.
Oh. Was she farted?
And the shit came out blue.
Oh, I saw that shit.
Man.
Hey yo.
Man.
Hey yo, these people are
Hey, these motherfuckers get out of control with these gender reveals, dog.
Oh man, you done fart the boys.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild, bro.
Dirty dog.
Dirty motherfucker.
Yeah, that's some nasty shit.
Damn.
That's some nasty shit. How did she get the blue shit up her
I
ass?
have no idea, bro.
Bro,
I have no clue.
not even gonna try to figure it out. Hey, what you think about the Washington Commanders' new name?
Hey bro,
But
when they dropped that shit this morning, that was the wackest sneaker that ever came out in the world, bro.
Hey, bro, that shit
Commanders.
ass.
the Commanders,
That shit ass.
They back in the goddamn what's the league beyond below the fucking NFL?
USFL.
Yeah, that's
Where that's at. The
Hey
Commanders.
bro, the Washington football team sound better than the Washington Commanders.
Hey, low key, it do.
Yeah,
I'd rather them be the Washington football team.
so let's just say the NFL is on a losing streak right now, regardless.
They should have picked the Red Hogs? That's the one they should have went with.
Matter of fact, the NFL losing like crazy because the Super Bowl ain't even going. Nobody thinks it's gonna be all that. It's gonna be a blowout.
Say that again.
And the Super Bowl gonna be a blowout.
who you got in the Super Bowl? The Rams?
Yeah,
I got the Rams too, but I don't see it being a
I
blowout.
like Joe Burrow, but
They
I'm
might
not-
win. They might win by like 10 points, but I don't see it being a blowout.
Man, Matt Stafford gonna chew their ass the fuck up, boy.
Hey yo,
What's the number line?
I thought he was going to do that to the fucking 49ers. I thought he
Couldn't.
was going to smash the 49ers.
Couldn't. That was the nervous game.
What's the number line on it?
I don't even know.
That ain't. I don't think they
But-
put it out yet.
But the Rams got to be favored. They playing at home.
Yeah.
I want to say it's 4.5.
It's possibly something like that. And
Rams
that
gonna
would
have
be
25.
look up the line, B. Look up the line for the Super Bowl, B.
Rams gonna have 24.0 in the first quarter. And I'm
Hey,
playing
bro.
that too. I'm playing
Hey,
that
bro.
$200.
Hey, bro. Your boy Joe Burrow was just down 21-3 in the first half. 21-3 in the first, almost in the first half. And he came back. It's the
but
Super Bowl. These the best two teams from
Do
both
you really
conferences.
think if Mahomes and them would have played like they were supposed to, that he would have been able to come back on his own? He wouldn't have been. He might have scored some touchdowns or some points.
Bro, the Cincinnati defense turned up in the second half.
Bro,
They only
Bro,
gave up 3
Mahomes-
points in the second half.
Mahomes gave the game away before
was-
the half.
That was in the
They're supposed
second
to be
quarter.
up
That's what
35 points.
I'm saying. That Cincinnati
Rams-
defense kicked in.
The
The
Rams,
Rams ain't doing that shit.
as
Aaron
of
Donald
today,
ain't doing that shit. Aaron Donald gonna destroy this motherfucker.
Bro, they almost lost.
as of
Sunday.
today, the Rams are
That was
giving
Sunday,
the
nigga.
Bengals 4.5.
4.5.
4.5. Yeah, that sounds about right. If Vegas predicted a blowout, that line would be a lot more than 4.5. That should have probably be like
I'm playing for the. I'm
In
going.
Vegas,
I'm trying to give me some money. So I'm going for the
always
blowout.
wins.
exactly. They be knowing. So when they say
You want to
4.5,
know why they be knowing? Because there's nothing in the world that has that much money tied to it that doesn't have some sort of influence to it. So if you think that sports is just a randomized crapshoot, go watch the Whistleblower podcast.
hey, bro, I'm already with you. I'm already with you.
So they say it's 4.5.
They know what they talking about.
They know what the fuck they talking about.
They know what they talk about. They know what they talk about. 4.5. So that means
Joe Burrow worst game. It's gonna be either his best or his worst. If it's his best, yeah, I got.
Hey, that nigga fool.
I gotta cover my bases
It's
too,
gonna be
man.
his best.
If it's gonna be his best, they're gonna beat them significant. But if it's gonna be his worst, they're gonna get blown the fuck out. It ain't gonna be no in between for me. I'm taking $200 that they lose by at least 20 points.
Hey, did y'all see what
I don't see it.
Did y'all see what Gilly
You
said?
ain't supposed to. You ain't bet $200.
4.5 number line.
That shit for the motherfuckers that want to either win or lose money, right?
Yeah, that if it's a significant injury, like if Joe Burrow get injured or something, then yeah.
Anything can happen.
Hey,
Any given Sunday.
did y'all
Maybe.
hear what Gilly said about Tom Brady and Michael Jordan?
Nah, what did he say? Because I had to turn the phone off.
I'm out here and I'm scrolling down Instagram, you know, and I see my good friend Charlamagne did an interview talking about Tom Brady is the greatest athlete of all time over Michael Jordan. Well, fuck that. What type of crack cocaine they got out there in New York? Because, nigga, you tripping. Didn't Tom Brady lose 3 Super Bowls? Michael Jordan never lost in the finals. Matter of fact, Michael Jordan never even been to a game 7. You know why? Because you talk slick and I'm going to ice your ass in 6. He get niggas out of here. Michael Jordan was so good that he won 3 championships and then told them niggas, y'all can't guard me. This shit getting boring. I quit. I'm going to play baseball because you niggas can't fuck with me. One played baseball for 2 years and then came back and won another 3. So if he never left, he would have won 8 championships in a row. Michael Jordan is 111 years old right now, still selling more sneaks than every nigga in the NBA.
That ain't got nothing to do with being an athlete.
Nah, because Tom Brady went to another team and won the Super Bowl. Michael Jordan did.
Because Michael Jordan didn't have to.
You can say
Michael
that.
Jordan went to another team and didn't go to the finals. That's what happened.
Because
You
Michael
can say
Jordan,
that. Yeah.
Michael Jordan went
Tom
to
Brady
another team
did.
because he was trying to get that ownership stake that he didn't get.
I'm just saying.
Tom Brady did that with 6 rings.
I'm not saying that Tom Brady was a better athlete than Michael Jordan. Did he win more? Yes. Was he a better athlete? Fuck no.
No. That's
what Gilly just said. That Charlamagne said.
Clarification's sake.
He said Charlamagne said he was the best athlete. No, he's not.
Nah, Charlamagne was generalizing the shit the best he could. He ain't a sport analyst. He
was wrong. Shit.
He was
wrong.
He can be whatever.
What game? What you say? Your opinion ain't never wrong. This is just an opinion, ain't?
Yeah, this is opinion. I don't agree. I don't agree. And I don't think Michael Jordan is the best athlete that ever did it either.
Who's the best athlete, game?
Probably
LeBron James. You know who it is. You know who it is.
I think he's the best physical athlete. He was able to do all that shit because he was
athlete. I'm not talking about basketball player. I'm not talking about football. I'm talking about athlete.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I don't think LeBron James is the greatest athlete either.
He talking about the nigga that can kick a soccer ball past 2 backyards. He talking about a motherfucker that's physically capable of standing at the ice cream cone at the ice cream station at McDonald's longer than it works. That's what he talking about. Somebody that he talking about the durability of LeBron James.
Niggas talking about who's the greatest athlete. Like I said, there's only 2 people that I can think of right now that you could really make an argument above Michael Jordan for, and that's because they was actually able to do it in 2 sports, and they were just physically freaks of nature.
Yeah, Neon Dion,
Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Them
okay.
too.
Bo knows.
Okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
because they did it in 2 sports.
Yeah.
Dion played in the World Series.
Right. And then flew back.
Flew to a fucking Falcon game. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, y'all better quit playing with Prime.
Yeah, now Prime up there. Prime definitely up there.
Yeah,
Prime definitely. Prime and Bo.
Prime
and Bo. Bo just ain't play long enough, but yeah, Bo up there too.
That short amount of time.
Bo up there too.
Bo was different, bro. I'm gonna tell you somebody else that they be sleeping on, bro. Wilt is probably you could argue say he's one of the greatest athletes of all time.
See, I don't be going back that far because I ain't
watching
watching
the shit that Wilt was doing, bro. Not just
absolutely.
basketball.
It was 8 teams in the league, man. Stop this shit.
Listen.
Oh yeah, and high jump, all of that shit.
This nigga got track records, got high jump records. The
volleyball records,
bro. This nigga did everything, bro.
Yeah,
8 teams in the league.
It was.
I ain't even talking about basketball. Like,
Right, you talking about everything outside
if
of
you go and look
basketball.
at some of the shit that Wilt did, bro, you
I know. That's why I just
fucking
ran some off
believe
to you. You know,
Yeah.
I know. I just
Yeah.
ran some off. No, you're right. Will athlete?
Like, this nigga
Yes.
Wilt was, this
Nah,
Wilt
you
was,
right.
It was different, bro.
You're right. Will
This nigga 7 foot running a 4.54.
Bro, that nigga was running track. That nigga was doing the high jump. That nigga played volleyball and got records and all of that
Bruh.
shit.
About the women.
Well, yeah, when you got
Serena Williams. Period.
Oh no.
Serena Williams.
With the women too. We got to add that to it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, boss player. Boss player.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about women athletes. I thought you were talking about women athletes. That's Serena, hands down.
Serena Williams.
Hands down.
Bro, this nigga Wilt was 7'1", nigga, with a 44-inch vertical, bro. That shit's crazy. Just thinking.
He was different. You're right about that.
And this nigga's running 4.5s, bro, at 7 foot.
Who you think gonna be Serena's predecessor?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's hard to see. We might not see her predecessor. It might be a while for that happen, bro. It might be. We might get her.
Williams is like the LeBron James, the Tom Brady,
the Michael Jordan,
Jordan,
Tiger Woods, all
get
of that.
them no time soon.
Right.
Fair enough.
Right. That's a once in a lifetime talent.
Hey, I want to change lanes for a minute. Y'all been watching TV? Well, Fool, I know you've been working, man. So you ain't got
6 a.m. to 6 a.m.
All these jobs, man.
I watch Power.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's a conspiracy going on right now.
What's that?
Outside of Power. They are trying to say that Mecca is Ghost's brother.
I believe it. I believe it. They bought it back. Tommy said he had a Spanish brother.
Yeah. And then they got a picture of Lorenzo
walking past him. They got the video.
They got a picture of Lorenzo in jail when Ghost was in jail.
He walked past him in the hallway.
Yeah.
There's a video. They got
a picture of Lorenzo. He got this. Remember that card Lobos was giving out when he was killing people?
Yeah.
He got that. It's like a spider or something. He got it tattooed on him.
Yeah. Hey, yo, the way
I didn't see it. I didn't see. Huh?
Let me ask you something, Barry.
Yeah.
How many episodes in the first season of Power?
I like 10 of 10.
Like 10 every episode.
At least 10. At least 10.
13.
All right. So if you could narrow it down, how long would it take me to catch up to what the shit y'all talking about?
Well, it's an hour.
The way you work, the way you work next year.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, fool. I'm not gonna say what he. Do you know how to binge watch?
Yeah.
This is how he binge watch right here, B.
I'll take it the next year. I watched.
Bro, that shit come on. I saw it.
I was watching
met with the girl, and then
I watched Cobra on Netflix.
Cobra Kai.
Hey, right? Cobra Kai's that shit, dog.
So I fuck with it.
Season. What is it? Season
4.
Season 4.
Season
3 just came or 4? Which one?
It's 4, I think. It's either 4 or 5.
4 just came.
4.
Yeah. I watched it the day it came.
The day it came out. Me too.
If you
I do that too.
You can knock the Power shit out in probably like 2 months. You break it down like a weekend. Sit there because it's good. You can watch one season on a Saturday, then one season on a Sunday. You know what I mean? That shit. It's 6 seasons, I think, of Power. I think it's 6. But that was good. But look, fool, the shit that the people pulled up on the internet. I didn't remember it, but they got.
I didn't remember that shit either.
When Tommy said, I didn't remember the shit, and I seen it.
I remember that shit either.
Said, yo, whatever happened to your brother or something like that? And Ghost said he went to the military. So, if you got to watch the last episode of Power,
and that's why I know. That's why
it's crazy how people at the internet put that together. So,
but it's crazy. It's crazy how Power had the. It's crazy how Power had the foresight to do that shit.
Put that shit back.
Word. Like, yo,
Man,
when
they
you
friends
saw,
with Marvel writers, man.
hey, bro, when you saw Lorenzo walk past him in jail, bro, we had no idea that he was gonna be a character after Ghost died.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a
the
pivotal
way they
point.
had that foresight was ill.
There's a pivotal point.
Is Ghost alive?
I started writing the book. Maybe 4 years ago, but I was trying to do it where it was humorous at the same time because I didn't know how to do I'm a sci-fi motherfucker, so I didn't know how to do things on a storyline. I was started writing the book, and most of the stuff that I wrote in the book for the first chapter was a lot of my funny experiences because I thought that would keep the crowd. A lot of times, watching Kevin Feige and all them, how they do Marvel, a lot of times they leave open a door by mistake. It be some shit where, all right, they read the comic books and they put the characters in there, but they didn't realize that the characters had a different aspect to why they were in it. Howard the Duck was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Then they had to look at his storyline and realize that he had more to do with the Marvel Universe than they thought, which opened up a whole bunch of doors. So when I started writing that book, I was doing a lot of humorous shit, but I forgot the people that was involved with it that made it humorous, and then that's their storyline. So when I was looking at the power shit, I'd be like, all right, cool. When they did the shit with his son and all that, now I ain't get to see that yet. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna catch that shit. I'm gonna catch up with it. You feel me?
Tommy next Sunday, right?
They hate Tariq.
Yeah, Tommy next Sunday. But you want to know how they were able to do that, and this is the secret to it. When you really fully develop the storyline for your characters, you can open it up to bring it to different things. And one thing about Power, and especially, like I said, getting with Marvel, because that's a whole nother situation too, they really developed each character. So
and
therefore,
bro,
you were
that
able
shit,
to do that.
That shit with Lorenzo, that nigga wasn't even a character, bro. That nigga was an extra.
No, I'm talking about with Ghost, with opening up.
Yeah, but I'm talking about,
yeah.
I'm talking about the foresight to have this nigga be Lorenzo.
Yeah, but
they already knew Lorenzo was going to be this far down. We didn't know.
See if they tie it in, though. This is what I want to see, if they tie in.
But shit, when he tied it in with the Lobo shit before he walked out of the dorm room is what fucked me
with
up.
Tariq,
yeah. Tell your pops, I said, good looking now.
Good looking, boy. He's killing Lobos.
All right, well, look, I ain't never seen.
Yeah, you gonna have to watch that shit, nigga. You gonna have to go back and watch that shit.
But if you remember,
these spoilers don't even fuck with me.
Bruh, hold on. If you remember, bruh, when Tommy and Ghost and Tasha was at the hotel. Remember when they was out with the white dude that they was trying to get the clubs with?
Yeah.
And you remember Ghost kept saying he got somebody on the inside to be able to get close to Lobos to kill him.
Yeah, his brother.
You think Mecca's his brother?
I don't know, but
it would make sense if he was. He got the army background.
Mm-hmm.
He got the connection to Lobos.
Mm-hmm.
He got the connection to Ghost.
And he didn't kill Tyreek instantly.
And he didn't kill Tariq as soon as he walked in the door. He know that's his nephew, bro.
Is Ghost alive?
I don't think so.
The only reason why I question it is because Ghost having the foresight to write them letters to Tariq throughout. I don't know if he could, like I said, the first one.
I'm calling out tomorrow.
So you think
I'm not going to work tomorrow. I'm going to watch the first episode of Power tomorrow. I'm calling out, hey, everybody in the Montclair, I'm calling the fuck out. I don't feel good.
So you think that the lawyer is the only person that knows he's alive?
So if he's alive. I didn't think he was. I didn't think he was alive.
That would make sense. I don't think he is alive, But if he was, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't think he's alive either, though. I think Ghost gone, man.
I think he alive because they never showed the body.
They ain't show us Tupac body neither.
Oh, we talking about TV, man.
You done took it to Tupac.
No, I was fucking with him.
Hey, you know niggas still think Tupac living in Cuba somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tupac's alive. When you go watch the interviews of the people and how they said like I was watching like 3 weeks ago and they were talking about that they told everybody Tupac was gonna pull through, and then like some of the people went to the hospital, went to the mall, and then mysteriously they came back and they said, yeah, Feeney said pull the plug. That shit questioned that. And you know his family is already in Cuba. Well, you know what?
Is she still alive? Is Asada still alive?
I think so, but you'll be out here looking for Bigfoot trying to figure that shit out, man.
Yeah, I think Pac gone. I think he gone.
Yeah, I think he gone too.
I
got a question, man. I got a question. Is Pimping dead?
Nope, it just went to the web.
Yeah.
Hold on, go. Wait, hold on. Run that back one time for your homeboy.
Hey, from the great philosopher Chad Butler, I quote, Pimpin' ain't dead. Oh, that's Pimp C for those of y'all that don't know who Chad Butler is. Pimpin' ain't dead, it just went to the web.
Pimpin' ain't dead, bro. And it'll never die.
I think pimping is the last.
I got a good one for y'all. You know, before we go, Kevin Samuels said, I was watching this, I was dying. He said, women should, if you go out on a date at night, expect sex. If you don't want to have sex with a man, then date from 3 to 5 p.m.
3 to 5 p.m.
Oh, I love it.
What? Yeah.
The sun's still up.
Yeah.
3 to 5 p.m. You ain't dating no nigga with a job.
Nighttime, you on a date, you should be, you should expect sex from the guy you're going on a date with.
Yeah.
He said if you don't want to offer sex, then you should.
The right time.
You should
decline the date.
You should date from 3 to 5 p.m. or like afternoon before it gets dark.
Yeah, matinee.
Any woman that wants to date somebody during work hours or before they get off and can clearly go home and shower and get dressed up to attend the occasion ain't looking for no date. So
no, you could take a date. You could take a day off. Leave work early.
Yeah, like I said, most of the time, shit, my folks go on dates and shit on the weekend. Shit, ain't
but women date more than men. Women date frequent.
You wanna know why? Because they know they can get a free meal out of it.
Yeah, they ain't got to pay for shit.
They ain't gonna be hungry every goddamn day.
They ain't got to pay and they ain't got to fuck.
Yeah.
So you think Kevin is right? Kevin Samuels?
I think that would be ideal for men. It would be good for us if they did that.
So you think that a male that's dating a female benefits from going out at 3?
No,
5?
no. This is how I'm looking at it. When a man goes on a date with a woman, he's always expecting sex.
That's the whole purpose.
He don't know if it's going to happen, but he expects it.
Well,
so if that was the rule, then if you going out with it between 3 and 5, ain't nothing happening, and you can just be like, you know what, I ain't going. But you would know
that's why they're not gonna do it.
Not the nasty boys. Not the nasty boys.
He ain't talking about us. He ain't talking about us. He ain't talking about us.
Involved.
He ain't talking about us.
Talking about
us.
Talking about the Simpsons.
Yeah, he ain't talking about us.
You is talking about us.
No, he ain't talking about us.
No, he's talking about the Simpsons.
Oh shit, yeah.
No, he talking about and he also talking about them. He also talking about them women.
Sims ain't gonna they
Hey, yo, you know how many
Why would you
women
throw
get?
women a bone like that?
You know how women get? How many women get?
They
fucked
don't
up
want
for not putting out at
want.
the end of the night.
Kevin Samuels know that they don't want no genuine man. They want a man that can benefit them. He knows that. He told them that on the strength of some shit that didn't have nothing to do with their primary agenda.
No,
He's saying make your
where it came
intentions.
from is he got women calling in talking about I don't understand why
That's for
when I
him.
go out on a date with
That's
a
for
man.
him.
Why he expecting sex?
Why he expecting sex? So he said, you know what? I got a resolution for your ass then. If you ain't trying to fuck that nigga, then why don't you go out with him between the hours of 3 and 5?
3 and 5.
And take your ass back home. And if
Right.
he agrees to it, then he's basically
He already know.
He already know that he ain't finna clap them cheeks anyway. So you got you Simpson.
That shit
and
was
everybody's happy.
That shit was for Kevin Samuels and his brand, not for the women to win nothing. You ain't winning shit on those hours.
No, he was saying it to the women for us. He was answering the question. Yeah. Why do men always expect just because we go on a date to fuck?
I know.
All right, I know what to tell you. Don't go out at night with these niggas. Go out 3 to 5. How about that?
And see how many times your ass get turned.
See how many times you get picked up.
Yeah.
At 3 o'clock. What episode is that?
It was like 2 days ago. I'll pull it up, man.
The time frame I found out. I got it.
Yeah, I'll pull it up, man.
I'm listening to that shit.
One thing about Kevin Samuels, bro, is Kevin Samuels basically showed the world or exposed the world that people really don't want the truth.
Of course,
they want what makes them feel good.
Yeah,
women don't want the truth,
and that's why
the women. Shout out to the women that want the truth. Shout out to them. Get a drummer something.
They don't never.
Shout out to the women that's cool with the facts and let them choose what they want to do. Shout out to them.
They might be cool with it, but they don't want the truth.
What happened?
I said they might be cool with it, but they don't be wanting the truth.
Hey, bro.
Hey, listen.
Hey, bro.
We give them the truth. We give them the truth. We give them the truth. That don't mean they don't want it. They just ain't got no choice.
They don't want our truth.
They respect the truth.
Yeah.
Right. That don't mean that they want it.
That don't mean that they want it.
That don't mean that they want it.
They respect it though.
The individual that they fucking with, his truth, they don't want. They want the truth.
I don't agree.
Well, I can give you a small scenario. Small scenario, short words. Guy meets girl. Guy says, "Girl, I don't have girl." Come on, nigga. You got some fucking body.
Yeah.
That's why you can't go to your house.
Yeah, if you that's not pushing P right there. That's
but
that's not pushing P. That's like, you ain't supposed to tell them.
Game.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to tell them lies.
P, man. Y'all made me like it again, man. I'm on fuel.
No, I feel you on that. Yeah. Any nigga still doing that in 2022 is a damn fool.
Niggas so scared to lose.
Who said that's why you can't go home, nigga? I mean, that's why we can't go to your house, nigga.
Word, like, and look, and rightfully so. You don't gotta be a moron about it. You could just be honest about it and be like, look, listen. Blase blah, yada yada yada, and so forth.
No, I agree with that.
Let them figure out what they want to do.
There's no argument there.
Yeah, hell yeah, I agree with that.
We all agree with that. What I'm saying, fool, is
I ain't even know niggas still be lying about that shit.
No,
niggas still be lying about that. New niggas out here.
It's 2022.
That shit don't mean the goddamn thing, but we next to extinction of some sort. The fucking reason that the women act the way they act because they're the ones that don't want to be true. Just tell me you a gold digger and you want shit in order to get shit.
Shit, you ain't even got to tell me that. Just tell me you got a nigga, please.
No, tell me the pussy's garbage. Say things like that.
I don't know a woman in the world.
Real good.
I don't know a woman in the world that think they pussy garbage.
Yeah,
I don't know a woman in the world.
But hey, bro. On a small spectrum, It's not every dude out here ain't premium dude. Every
That's a
woman
fact.
out here ain't premium woman.
There's no
But
such thing
the
as
fact of the
every and
matter
all.
is, if I was and God, thank you for not having me in this motherfucking court. But if I was a 6-incher, I'm talking different. If I'm being honest. And then the women out there that be like, oh yeah, you get your ass out of here.
No, they lying.
They can't even stand.
They was taught to say that. They want a nigga to put the whole chair arm in them. They was taught to think that. They was taught to think that.
Megan Thee Stallion.
So they get it, they run it.
They want a rod, and then when you get a rod, your motherfucking ass end up in the newspaper fighting over some bullshit.
All that is, bro, is masculinity control, bro. Because that's all it is. Because one thing about a woman, if she know or if she call it out to you, feel some type of way, she got control over you. Because at that particular point, it's about taking your masculinity away. Because if you take it away, then she got control over you.
And shame on the niggas that allow that type of nasty.
Shame on the nigga.
Back.
To try to run game on it. Bang on it. Yeah.
If you a short nigga, if you a short man,
I'm with you, gang.
You gonna find a way to get the game in your favor. You ain't got it, man. Get the.
Hey, bro. I just want just say you got a boyfriend, man. That's it. Just say it.
Women don't have boyfriends. Don't have a husband or they single. That's it.
They'll have a nigga pull up to their projects and they in there with their boyfriend.
The nigga they love ain't the nigga they dating. Women either married or single. That's it. Niggas ain't never single. If there's a woman for every nigga, every guy on this planet got somebody that like him. Whether they want to fuck with him or not, that's a different story. But every dude that has some significant amount of I'm good, dress-wise, financial-wise, car-wise, whatever, somebody else is involved. You got a lot of guys out here that don't have nobody and they still rocking and doing their thing, but they already accept somebody in their life as the potential.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you like every woman got an option. Every one of them.
That's the reason why they ain't got a nobody.
Every woman got an option because the thing about it is, hey man, me and my partner, man, we had this conversation, man. We used to tell chicks all the time. Now, you ask any chick and ask them how many times do you get hit on a day? We gonna go out on a limb and say once.
1300.
We're just gonna go out on a limb and say once. So the mathematics of it is this: if a woman gets hit on one time a day for an entire year, that means 365 niggas done tried to shoot they shot. You mean to tell me that she said no 365 times? Fuck no.
Yes, he gets it.
I love this podcast.
He gets it.
He said, "I love this podcast."
That's why they ain't never, and they pick up the phone and they call the motherfucker that didn't bother them because they don't fuck with them because they was fucking with everybody else. As soon as everybody else get on their nerve, what they do? They pick up the phone, call that one motherfucker, and he end up smashed.
Oh, it's always a nigga that's gonna be on the friend zone until he absolutely knows he can't fuck.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
That nigga gonna stay in the friend zone until she come out and say, "Hey, nigga, you not getting no pussy." Until she come out and say, "Nigga, you not getting no pussy," you in the friend zone until she hit you up that one night when she vulnerable and say, "Hey, big head, hey, what's going on? What you doing?" And then do.
Because that nigga know one thing for sure and three things for certain. Might not be today.
Might not be today.
Yeah, it got a date on it. It got a date on it. Definitely.
It got a date on it.
It definitely got a date on it.
Because she won't leave him the fuck alone.
Because like I said, you can go through a chick's DMs right now and she'll have 15 niggas that been shooting a shot at her that she ain't never responded.
Left them on red.
Left them on red. You want to know why she leave them on red? Because if at any time she is in a situation where she needs something, or whatever it may be, whether it be a nigga to take her out to eat, whether it be some dick paws, whether it be whatever it is, she can always go back to it because she never completely shut him down. That's why they don't respond to messages.
I'm like that with my bank account.
In my lying game?
When I see them numbers, I'm like that with my bank account. When I see them numbers, I don't want them to change. I want them to go up. I don't want them to go down. I don't want them to dwindle. So what I do, I don't read them. I just leave them.
Now, if you shoot your shot at a bitch and she say, I'm not interested, then bro, it's over, bro. You ain't got a chance in hell. But if she leaves you on red.
Yeah, hey yo, yeah. And if you
them the easiest ones to get.
Once again, Pimping ain't dead, man.
No, it ain't dead.
Just went to the website.
If you open the door, you
bitches are lying and dying to be led.
Man, before we y'all niggas crazy, man. Before we go, I want to give a big shout out to y'all brothers, man. Y'all did a great podcast tonight, man.
Shout out to you, my brother.
Very, very entertaining, man. It was awesome, man. Big shout out to Good Y'all. This is my choice, my drink of choice. I want to give a shout out to my brother B-Lo. He sent me the roll-ups, man, the raw papers, man. God bless him, man. He sent me enough to go to next year, man.
Them from last April, bro.
Yeah. I got enough till next April. You hear me? I got to, it is what it is, man. Big shout out to Jenko.
Shout out to my brother.
Capital, everything, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Well, look.
Are wild. You hear me? But I love it, man. The truth will set you free, right?
That's a fact.
The truth will set you free.
I'm gonna get a benediction now, man. If all hearts and minds is clear. This has been sponsored and powered.
I got one more thing. So now I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Go ahead, Deacon Pastor.
This has been sponsored and powered by Jason. Peace.
Smoke section. I keep rolling, man. Ain't no stress. I keep going, man.